Hello, this is Thomas, K4SWL. If you're new here, I like to do real-time, real-life amateur radio field activation videos, and today I'm at Huntington State Park. I actually had not planned to come out here, but just did an activation at Myrtle Beach State Park about 25 minutes up the road, and found out that my park pass also got me in here, and I thought, why not go out and do a really quick activation? So my hope is, because I want to grab dinner and I've got some other things I need to do tonight, my hope is I can do a really quick little activation here and get this one in the books. It's nice to kind of check out the park, though. Next time I come down here with my family, I think we'll enjoy this. This is a beautiful place. Just driving in was stunning. I took a few photos, so if you want to see what they look like, go to qrpr.com. I've got a link in the description below in the video, and you'll get a full field report. I think I'm gonna set up right here. I literally just pulled up. Let me get this. There are mosquitoes everywhere right here. If I were right on the coast, I'm not doing that, as I'm trying to keep things simple. If I were right on the coast, I wouldn't be bothered by mosquitoes. But right here, yeah, it's kind of not a lot of wind or anything. So let's get this guy going. And yeah, I heard that start. This is my best friend when it comes to mosquitoes. Thermocell. You get the camera hooked up properly here. Haven't done anything in advance. In fact, I just looked up the park number because, again, wasn't planning on doing this, and I'm hoping I can just fit in a kind of a quickie activation here. I don't really want to spend a lot of time here. Hoping I can just hop on 40 meters, make a few contacts, and be ready to head out the door. I should say the front gate. Here we go. Let's get our stuff together. And AX1 in here as well. I'll be using with the 40 meter extension this time. I realized one of the reasons I decided to do this park today is I'm probably not going to end up doing a park activation tomorrow. I thought on the way driving back up to the mountains I would do a park activation. Then I realized later, no, it doesn't make any sense because I'm probably not going to leave here until mid-afternoon, which means I won't get home if I just drive straight to go home. It's a little over a 5-hour drive. It's about a 5-hour, 20-minute drive home. And so it would put me really, really late. And I have an early morning Wednesday, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay. Can't wait till my girls start driving. It'll take some of the burden off of me for this sort of thing. Okay, Thermocell, get to work. Okay, plug in the radio here, get the counterpoise hooked up. I need to put on my glasses so I can see. Thank you for joining me, by the way. Really appreciate it. It's gorgeous here. This is so pretty. This park is really something spectacular. I was looking at all the birds coming in are just amazing. I'm just going to toss this. I'll try to show you how I'm going to lay this out. But this is basically the 40 meter counterpoise. I just kind of threw that out. Now I'm going to string it out a little bit further. Sorry. A little further here. And you may wonder now, why did I string the counterpoise out that way? Is it for direction? No, it's because when I'm sitting here, I can see if someone happens to be walking through that area and I can warn them that the counterpoise is on the ground. Because this is a 33-foot counterpoise. Is that right? 33 feet? Yes, 33 feet, which is, you know, not small. And I don't want anybody to get tangled up in it. Let me get my glasses on here, get my log set up. Some of you say you like to watch the entire activation from start to finish, including setting up the antenna, setting up the logs and everything. That's what you're going to get today. Here we go. Whoops. There we go. Is that good? That's good. Get my KXPD2 paddles. Also, recently, a bunch of you have been asking about these paddles, and people have been saying, I haven't been seeing you using those so much. Well, it's because I've had other paddles I've been taking out. I tend to use these paddles, these KXPD2s, when I'm operating on my knee board or if I have a really small field kit with me like this. This was actually my travel field kit for this. This trip was unplanned. I'm only staying down here one night on the coast. So I just grabbed this. And I know that if I have my KX2 and I have my AX1 antenna, I can do activations. And so that's all I need. I won't need permission at parks or anything really, for the types of parks I'm going to, if I've got this. Because I'm not putting any lines in any trees, I'm not sticking any stakes in the ground, nothing like that. Super low impact. So when I take this, I know I can get my activations in, and that's what I do. So, October 2023. Oh, gotta look up the park number. I don't even know that yet. Let's see. Cancel. Oh, K2900. That's easy enough. I'll have to spot myself here. K2900. We're going to be on 40 meters. CW. And in fact, let me go ahead and move down to that. Please tune. Okay, let's try it again. I may have to move this thing around a bit. I do have this set to 20 meters. I do. Oh, duh. I know what's wrong. I can't touch it right now while it's finishing. I don't have the whip extended. I thought the band sounded awfully quiet. Extend the 4-foot whip here. Now, this is the whole thing. See, I didn't have that part extended. Now it's a whopping 4 feet high, so hopefully this will work. Okay, here we go. Let's try it again. That looks much better, doesn't it? Yeah, 1.2 to 1. I'm very happy with that. Actually, I'm going to touch the paddles and do this again, because I'm going to add my body capacitance, because when I'm keying, I'll be touching the paddles. 1.3 to 1, we'll see. That's perfectly fine. Okay, K2900. Let's set up hammers now. Hammers, new logbook, K4SWL. I use the old method, the old file name scheme for my own logs now. We don't use it anymore in Parks on the Air to submit logs, but I like it, and it helps me search my logs easier. There we go. When I export them. Okay, 2900. I have a bit of I've got good cell phone service here. What am I saying? Band 40 meters, CW. Let's hope the band's in good enough shape that I can work some people now. KX2, AX1. That's just a placeholder. There. Now it's all locked in. We are at 2249, so let's hope I can get somebody in. I'm going to try one more time here. I could reposition this counterpoise and get a better match. For sure I can get a 1-to-1, but 1.3 to 1 is, or 1.4 to 1 is fine. Here we go. Now let me do my CQ, and I need to go on here and spot myself. Add spot. 70, 61.5, K 2900. CW. Did that take it? Let's check the spots. I've been hearing a lot of, yeah, there we go. Some, at least I'm now spotted. That is WinLink. Anyway. Thought I heard a W9 in there, but $14,065. Okay, Vince is on $14,065. That's not easy for me to switch to. I just got that message from Vince. Let me see if I'm getting any reverse beacon network feedback. 14 dB on the reverse beacon network, so that's I'm going to move up. Let's try to get out of the way of that. Let me listen here for a bit. There we go. I'm going to respot myself just to make that go quicker. So I'm on 70, 63. There we go. Okay. If I don't get a lot of action here, I may move up to 30 meters. $20 meters in my last activation had quite a bit of QSB. It could even be that the 40 meter band is just really rough right now. Something is wonky with the band. There we go. I know who that is. W4JM. Sorry I missed you today, Steve. I may move up to the 30-meter band here in a second. See if it's in better shape. I forgot to tell him good evening. Sorry about that. Good to get you, Tommy. Oh, nice. Okay, I got 6 down. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I got 7. Ooh, I've missed one on my logs. And all that excitement of so many coming. Hear how much that signal varied? Okay, let me see if I can figure out which one of these, whoops, I missed. KJM, wait a minute, I got that wrong. Wait, did I do this right? Yeah, KJM, M4G, yeah, KJMZ, typed in a J instead of a Z, glad I checked. KJMZ. You'll probably find what I missed before I do. Oh, and NG4S. I forgot to put in my very first one. No, I didn't. There it is. W4JM, KQ4DAP, NG4S, that's what, no, KD2E, W5GW, GDW, N4GO, KJ4MZ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. turning that off really quickly because I really do need to go now. What I'm going to do really quickly though is check my logs and make sure. See, I've got W4JM, KQ4DAP, NG4S, KD2E, W5GW. I may have missed NG4S. That's probably it. Yep. N4GO. When I'm back home, I usually check through these things, but I want to do it here. K4MZ, KJ4ASE, KK4UZK, AE4XO, K8LJM, N4NTO. Yeah, I missed NG4S. So I'm going to put him back up here. NG4S. And then what I have to do is go in here and tell it the time, and that was 22:58. So I have to go check 22:58. Save. 13 contacts. I am pleased. Okay, so got that done. Hit my logbook. Go back in here. I'm going to turn the radio on just to make my pictures real quick. And as the light's dimming very, very quickly, take a picture of my log. Always do that as well. And I'm going to start packing up. It is time to go. I'm going to put on my sandals, go walk on the beach just a little bit, call my wife and daughters, check in with them, and hopefully get a relatively early night tonight. Man, this AX1, I'm sorry, but if you own a KX2 or a KX3, or heck, even a KX1, I've used it with that too, you really need one of these, or something similar to it. You could build maybe one of the QRP guys, is it a DS1 or something? It's a little bigger than this, but it's still pretty small. And you need a small antenna like this. These are just so dang handy when you're out and about doing activations like this. I didn't have to put an antenna in a tree. I like doing that. I like putting my wire antennas in trees, of course. But this just saves time. It gets the job done. You know, I would have probably, let's see, go ahead and 40 meters tonight was pretty bad, actually. Could you tell how it picked up? It just kind of picked up all of a sudden. But with the amount of fading I was hearing on the signals, I can tell that the 40 meters is not in the best of shapes tonight. It's pretty rough. And reeling in my antenna, or my counterpoise. But I still was able to do the activation. I hit a park I hadn't planned to hit today. I actually did 3 parks today. I can't believe that. Oh, I really just thought about doing one. Then I realized how close my hotel was to Myrtle Beach State Park, so I did that one. And then when I found out that by paying for Myrtle Beach, I get a free entry to Huntington, that was all she wrote. Well, that, and I honestly just decided it's not that far away, and I wanted to check out this park too for when I think we're going to go camping here sometime, so I wanted to see what the park was like inside. I hadn't been to it before. If you've been to it, I'm really curious what your thoughts are, but I haven't seen the campground yet. But I knew somebody who was a camp host here and really bragged about it, so I'm sure it's a really good park. I don't think I'm going to do any activating tomorrow. On the way home, like I said, I think I'm going to get back probably around 9 or 10 o'clock at night, as is, depending on how much time I'm spending with family tomorrow. And it's a long drive. I'm listening to an audiobook and some podcasts, catching up on a couple of Ham Radio Workbench podcasts I wasn't on, and also listening to an audiobook. I'm listening to Critical Mass by Daniel Suarez, wonderful science fiction author. This is the second book in this series. The first one was Delta V, excellent book. I have to thank Mark and 6MTS who put me in the know about Daniel Suarez's books. I really love them. So, really good fun to read. And it's nice to be able to read an audiobook while I'm out and about, I gotta admit. Normally I don't do audiobooks a whole lot, but they're perfect for driving and stuff, so here we go. Let's put this up. Sorry about all this camera noise here as I do this, but it has to be done. And let me grab my sunglasses and head back to the car. This is so pretty out here. I don't know a thing about the history. That's something that I'll have to look up after I'm done. I didn't have time to do that. You can't even see this really, but this camera does not do justice to low light settings, so it is what it is. But beautiful out here. I'm gonna go hit the beach, walk on the beach just a little bit, talk to my wife, and call it an evening. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Nice quick little 40-meter activation and a beautiful setting. Can't ask for better than that. Again, thank you for joining me. Thank you so much to Patreon and Coffee Fund supporters. You guys make this possible. You make all this possible. And like I say, let's take care of everyone out there. Let's be kind to one another, because all we got on this planet is each other. Take care. And until next time, 7 threes.